It is time now for the Sweetheart program brought to you today by the First Bank.
Sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
Our sweethearts for today are Mr. and Mrs. Clinton Rogers, who have just celebrated and grandly celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary. Your names, Maxine and Clinton, are going up on the big new digital marquee of the First Bank at the crossroads in downtown Muleshoe as our sweethearts, being recognized by cooperation with Gil Lamb Advertising Channel 6. All three of Clinton and Maxine Rogers' children, all 6 of their grandchildren, all 10 of their great-grandchildren, and their only great-great-grandson were all present to surprise them last month at their home here in Muleshoe with a 60th anniversary family party. Maxine told me that they had celebrated their 25th and their 50th wedding anniversaries, and she had told her family that there would be no celebration for their 60th. So they were very surprised when everyone started arriving the week before their actual anniversary, and they were extremely blessed that all of their immediate family could attend, every one of them. Maxine Black and Clinton Rogers were married at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe on August the 31st, 1954, by Brother Jim Green, pastor of the Longview Baptist Church, who at the time was the pastor of the Black family. Wayman Dunn was the best man, and Maxine's attendants were her friend Wanda Ogletree and her sister Shirley Black, who now is Shirley Wagner and still lives here in Muleshoe. At that time, there were 4 apartments across the highway from the hospital in Muleshoe, and that is where the new Mr. and Mrs. Clinton Rogers made their first home here in town. Shortly thereafter, they moved to the country about 4 or 5 miles northwest of town. Clinton has always farmed and ranched, and I'll tell you how Clinton and Maxine Rogers met after this message from our sponsor.
Show your school spirit with the First Bank School Spirit MasterCard debit card. You can show your team spirit for the Muleshoe Mules and earn cash for the Muleshoe schools every time you swipe your card. Get your Muleshoe Mules MasterCard debit card or the Dimmitt Bobcats or Bovina card as well today. You can call 806-272-4515 or go by 202 South First Street right here in Muleshoe and get the new Dimmitt Bobcats, Bovina Mustangs, or Muleshoe Mules First Bank MasterCard debit card today. They're located online, fbmuleshoe.com. Call 806-272-4515 or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Clinton Rogers and Maxine Black met at a church social for the young people of the Longview and Circleback Baptist churches. Clinton remembers at that time there were a large group of young people who attended both of those congregations out in the country. Their first date was to the drive-in movie here in town in Muleshoe, and they ate a hamburger at a little place over on the east side of town. Maxine had first attended school at Longview and then came into town and graduated from Muleshoe High School in 1953. Clinton went to school at Circleback. His father farmed in the Circleback community. Then Clinton went into school to Sudan and graduated from Sudan High School in 1955. Maxine was one of 13 children of Ralph and Naomi Black, who were also farmers south of town in the Longview area. Maxine was their second child. She has an older sister, Catherine McCain of Odessa. There were, in the Ralph Black family, 8 sons and 5 daughters. There was Catherine and Maxine and Shirley, Billy and Lyndall and Ronnie and Karen, Rita, Galen, Ricky, Rex, Kim, and Dean. The only one of her siblings who is deceased is Bill Black. Clinton Rogers was born to Van and Catherine Rogers in Littlefield, December the 10th, 1939. Maxine was born at home on the farm December the 31st, 1934, and has lived here all of her life, just as Clinton has. He has a younger brother who is 10 years younger, Richard Rogers, in the Houston area, who lives in League City, Texas. Maxine and Clinton are members of the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe. Their children are Letitia Cunningham of Arlington, Nebraska, Jean Rogers, who lives on the family farm near Muleshoe, and Cynthia Burton of Levelland. And all 3 of their children were reared here in Muleshoe. Their daughter Letitia and her 8-year-old granddaughter Carissa visited for a month before their anniversary. I guess secretly she was helping out getting everything ready for the big family gathering. And Carissa, her granddaughter, loves to come to Muleshoe. She brought her fishing pole even to fish in Lake Muleshoe. She really loves Muleshoe. And we really love Clinton and Maxine Rogers and want to say a belated happy 60th wedding anniversary to this lovely couple. They are such sweet people, and we want to always include them in our prayers as Maxine has been ill for some time. And your names, Mr. and Mrs. Clinton Rogers, are up on the big digital marquee at the crossroads in downtown Muleshoe of the First Bank. All the bank you'll ever need, of course, on First Street in Muleshoe. And when you bank with them, well, they'll give you the VIP treatment, and you'll be first at the First Bank. God bless you and your family. Mr. and Mrs. Clinton Rogers, our sweethearts.
Listen for the Sweetheart program every Monday through Sunday here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, rotating in our programming. As well, find it online, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Sweetheart link at the top of the page. We name a new Sweetheart every Wednesday. If you'd like to nominate someone to be our Sweetheart, we need a short biography and a picture. You can call us 806-272-3990 or email us channel6 at 5area The First Bank presents to you this edition of the Sweetheart Program.